Happy Tuesday to those who celebrate. It is June 16th. Glad you joined me today. I've got some high quality H2O. Gotta stay hydrated every day. Happy Pride Month for those who identify or those who are allies or who just likes to be with people. Happy Pride Month. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Instead of starting with a poem, I want to bring up a song. Because songs are basically poetry, right? The song is called Graceland 2. That's Too, by Phoebe Bridgers. I'll link it below if you need the spelling. Phoebe Bridgers is a queer singer. I don't know exactly what she identifies as, but she's definitely in the LGBTQ community. And Graceland 2 is just a lovely love song. I mean, I think in its lyrics, it's a lesbian love song. I think that's kind of directly how it is, but really, it's just a lovely love song. I'm not going to sing, don't worry. I'm not going to say the whole thing. I'm going to say what I can remember of like the first two verses. I think it's got some really beautiful lyricism. I highly encourage you to listen to the whole thing. Phoebe Bridgers sounds better than I do. Um, but the lyrics start off something like, no longer a danger to herself or others, she made up her mind and laced up her shoes. She yelled in the hallway, but no one answered. She walked outside without an excuse. She could do anything she wants to. She could do anything she wants to do. She could go home, but she's not going to. So she picked a direction, it's 90 to Memphis. She turned up the tunes so thoughts don't intrude. Predictably winds up thinking of Elvis and wonders if he believes songs could come true. I think that's roughly it. I think it's a really beautiful song. I highly encourage you to listen to it, read the lyrics. It's just a beautiful love song, and I think it's a great intro to the kind of the Pride Month topic of today. Um, as for positive things, I want to share one little anecdote from my life. Well, vicariously my life. I just found out that my aunt befriended a raven on her property. How cool is that? That's like seriously one of the coolest things I've ever heard. And if you guys didn't know, ravens and everyone in their family, I think it includes crows, magpies, not sure what else. Corvids, that's the family. Every bird in the corvid family is extremely intelligent. I mean, they're some of the smartest animals on the planet. Um, and they can form really strong friendships with humans because of that. Like they fully understand if you give them something, they'll be like, "Oh, this human just gave me a thing." But also, don't be mean to ravens or crows or magpies. They will remember that. So if you see any cool blackbirds, almost all blackbirds are cool. Especially in the Corvid family, be nice to them. You might gain a new friend. I might share more stories about my aunt's raven friend as I hear them because I'm invested in Team Raven now. Also a Ravens fan, but how cool is that? Be nice to your neighborhood crows. That's my lesson today. And the other thing I wanted to talk about. So, first thing, um, ravens are awesome. Be nice to crows. Second point of the day, you gotta be silly sometimes. I feel people take this world too seriously. I'm guilty of it sometimes too, but when I take things too seriously, I get in my head and it's all starts to add up. I think you gotta add in silliness in your life when you can. Obviously, there are some exceptions. There are some situations which I do not think that silliness is ideal. Don't go into a courtroom and try to be silly with the judge. She won't appreciate it. Um, Maybe don't be silly at the doctor. Maybe you really gotta give that information. But for the most part, We could add in a lot more silliness in our life than I think people usually do. Uh, I have a particular image at work. I have consciously crafted the image of an extremely silly teacher. I mean, I am, but like I hype it up a lot for my students. It's kind of a character that I play. I often walk around the building with stuffed animals on my head. I think some students in the building only know me as the guy with stuffed animals on his head, but just try doing something silly this week. Silly and harmless. Don't do anything silly that's going to harm anyone. But if you try something silly and harmless and watch people's reactions. Yes, you will get a couple like judgy glances or like maybe even a couple snide comments, but the amount of smiles and happiness that you get is going to be so much more. Hopefully, that's my experience. Maybe I just work in a very fortunate environment. But I really do think people should try out silliness, do silly things now and again, and see how people respond to it. I think people are looking for silliness right now. Silliness is in. Silliness is in 2026. Don't take the world too seriously. My friend the other day coined the term whimsy-maxing. Uh, it's very Gen Gen Alpha slang. You know, they have looks maxing where you're trying to look your best. My friend says we should always be whimsy maxing, maximizing the whimsiness, the silliness in your life. So, guys, my advice to you this week: start whimsy maxing. Be nice to crows and start whimsy maxing. I think that's a great way to end our video. Hope you have a lovely Tuesday, a lovely week. Stay silly, my friends.